A 1-month-old baby girl was cruelly abandoned by her birth parents. Soon after, a kind American couple adopted her. 24 years later, her birth parents finally found her, tearfully expressing years of longing and deep regret, hoping their daughter could forgive them and return to China to reunite with them. However, this young woman smiled and replied,
No, thank you. I really appreciated it. It was a good thing. Thank you.
This shocking story begins with a young woman's decision to search for her biological parents.
My name is Joy Jones, and I was born June 2nd, 1995. I was found in the government of Huxi on July 20th, 1995, and I was taken to the Chuzhou Social Welfare Institute. I was adopted May 13th, 1997, and taken to America.
In the video, this young woman speaking fluent English is actually Chinese. In her memory, she has no impression of her birth parents at all. She lived in an orphanage from a young age and later was fortunately adopted by an American couple, which gave her a real family of her own. According to information obtained from the orphanage, in 1995, she was abandoned by her birth parents at the entrance of the Huxi town government office, fortunately discovered by a kind-hearted passerby. However, this baby girl had nothing on her that could prove her identity, not even a piece of paper with her name and birthday written on it. People could only take her to the police station. The police spent nearly 6 months investigating all families who had newborns, then went door to door visiting them, but still could not find the girl's birth parents. With no other choice, they had to send the girl to the Kuzhou City Orphanage. The director of the orphanage gave her the name Ku Hofeng. Although fate gave her a life that began with suffering, the arrival of an American couple soon after would completely transform her destiny. The Jones couple from America had always dreamed of having a lovely daughter, but had never had the opportunity to fulfill this wish. During a chance opportunity, they came to China for a business collaboration and visited the Kuzhou City Orphanage, where they saw many poor children abandoned by their parents. At that time, China had already established international adoption policies, allowing qualified foreign couples to adopt Chinese children. At the Kuzhou City Orphanage, the Jones couple met 2-year-old Ku Hufang. Her adorable and innocent appearance instantly melted this young couple's hearts, and they immediately decided to adopt her. After a series of preparations and evaluations, the Jones couple's adoption application was finally approved by the orphanage. They paid $30,000 in adoption fees, and then the 2-year-old little girl traveled across the ocean with her new parents to her new home in America. The Jones couple gave her a new name, Joy. They hoped their daughter could grow up carefree. The couple ran a family business, and being well off, they provided Joy with a comfortable living environment. Under her parents' love and care, Joy grew into a lively and happy little girl. The painful experiences of her early childhood had no impact on her, and she quickly adapted to American language and life. Since Joy was still young, her parents did not tell her about her true background. Later, when faced with their daughter's questions, the Jones couple did not hide anything. They told Joy that she came from China and was a child who had lived in an orphanage. After learning about her background, Joy did not feel sad because her adoptive parents had given her love no less than biological parents would, allowing her to feel the warmth of family. Under the careful nurturing of her adoptive parents, Joy grew up and entered Yale University to study engineering. After graduation, she lived a happy life with her adoptive parents. She thought her life would continue peacefully like this, until one day she accidentally learned that another girl who had been adopted by an American family at the same time as her had just found her birth parents through adoption search volunteers. Immediately, Joy also developed the idea of searching for her own birth parents. She was full of curiosity about her biological parents, wanting to know what they did for a living and why they had chosen to abandon her in the first place. So Joy contacted adoption search volunteers, hoping to find her birth parents with their help. Joy's adoptive parents had no objection to this. Now that their daughter had grown up, whatever their daughter wanted to do, they would not interfere. Based on the information Joy provided, the volunteers quickly identified a woman named Chai Zhangxian. When faced with the volunteers' inquiries, Chai Zhangxian admitted that she indeed had had a daughter, but the daughter had been given away when she was very young, tearfully expressing their longing for their daughter over more than 20 years. It turned out that when their daughter was born, the Chai couple already had a son. Due to their poor financial situation, they did not have the ability to raise 2 children at the same time. But after all, she was their own flesh and blood, and Chai Jiangxian could not bear to give away her biological daughter. In this way, the couple struggled to raise their daughter until she was 6 months old. But when they really could not support her anymore, they decided to give her away. However, they asked all their relatives and friends, and not one person was willing to adopt her. So on July 20th, 1995, the couple abandoned their daughter at the entrance of the Huxi town government office. Soon, government workers discovered this abandoned baby girl. After extensive searching with no clues about the girl's parents, they sent the girl to an orphanage. Ever since sending their daughter away, Chai Jiangxian's heart had been filled with guilt, but in order for the family to survive, they had no other choice. As time passed, the family's life gradually improved, and Chai Jiangxian again thought of the daughter she had abandoned. So she wanted to find her daughter back, but China is so vast that finding one person would be like looking for a needle in a haystack. For more than 20 years, she tried every possible method, but never had any news of her daughter. It was not until the arrival of the adoption search volunteers that they learned that their daughter had actually been adopted by an American couple and had been living abroad for years. No wonder they could never find any clues about their daughter, no matter how much they inquired. Learning that the adoption search volunteers had found her parents, Joy in America was also very happy. At the volunteers' suggestion, both parties took DNA paternity tests, and the test results confirmed that they indeed had a blood relationship. For various reasons, Joy did not return to China, so the adoption search volunteers made a video call to Joy. After 24 years, the Chai couple finally saw their daughter. On the other end of the call, Joy was sunny and lively, always wearing a smile. Because there was a language barrier between the two parties, they could only communicate through the volunteers' translation.
我也讲不来，怎么讲啊？
你好。
哦，你好，
And
宝宝，
behind your mother, he's your older brother.
女儿。
Chai Jiangxian kept apologizing to her daughter, regretting that she should not have abandoned her when she was so young, and she kept expressing her longing for her daughter. Joy said that she had never resented them, because her adoptive parents had taught her to be kind and forgiving. Moreover, if it had not been for her birth parents' abandonment, perhaps she would not have been able to have such a bright and wonderful life today. The reason she wanted to search for her birth parents was just to see what they look like and then thank them for giving her life. Joy's open-minded attitude made Chai Jiangxian feel even more guilty. The father beside her had been silent since seeing his daughter. Perhaps out of guilt toward his daughter, he suddenly took out Joy's birth certificate from a drawer and told his daughter that her birth date was February 5th, 1995, not June 2nd as she had thought it had.
Oh, that's like 6 months earlier than I was supposed to be.
他是农历是正月初9，今天就是他的生日嘛。
That's ironic. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yes, yes,
Happy
yes.
birthday.
So happy birthday.
Thank you. This is the best birthday present ever.
Coincidentally, the day Joy was reunited with her parents happened to be her birthday. Because Joy was far away in America, the Chai couple could not go abroad to see her. They could only reluctantly say goodbye to their daughter, constantly reminding her to take good care of herself. Before she finished speaking, Chai Jiangxian was already sobbing uncontrollably. But regardless, the fact that they had abandoned Joy in the first place was undeniable. At this point, they had no reason to demand that Joy acknowledge them as family.
No, thank you. I really appreciated it. It was a good thing. Thank you.
Fortunately, Joy was adopted by American parents who gave her a privileged living environment and endless love, and also gave her the opportunity to access good education. Perhaps this was heaven's best arrangement, but in life, not every abandoned child can be as lucky as Joy. Since parents choose to bring a child into this world, they should bear the responsibility of being parents. Giving birth but not raising a child is the greatest evil of parenthood. This story reminds us that every child should be cherished and protected, rather than becoming a victim of poverty.